Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the...
Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pull out 1 foot and set, boy, till there's nothing left.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the London Black Knights. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw again on second down, Jackson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They'll run on first down. Hubbard, and he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On second down, it's Hubbard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Switch. Get right. Scan 300.
On second down now, it's Hubbard. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, 88. Hey, Delta.
On third down, Hubbard, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
Box it. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood! Guys, game situation. Let's go. Hey, check right. Watch it.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's caught. Touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, it's Hubbard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Steps away. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You got that. Box it. Hey, Echo.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Hubbard. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on second down when they got the sack? Because on third down, zero pressure, all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
Rodgers now on first down. Throw left side, complete. It's Hubbard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, Hubbard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Terry. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. 55, check 55, Mike. Here we go. 50.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 17, Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. As they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 44-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing is Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have taken the lead. And sometimes you just put it in the hands of your quarterback, let him take you home.
And you just know the NFL playbooks nowadays have gotten just a little bit thicker because just about everyone has a quarterback run series involved now, and we just saw the evidence of it.
Do defenses hate that?
Drives them crazy because the quarterback is usually not a guy that runs with the football. You cover everyone else, and all of a sudden he waltzes in on you.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe that returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Check. Boom. We ain't giving up nothing to do. 55 mark, guys. 55. Can 300. Can 300. Get it.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off at his own 37, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the home team here, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
In the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones.